SXV presents the 2022 Krewe of Neptune Parade. Sponsored by 4 Bulls Meat, Seafood, and Deli, AGJ Systems, Bradford O'Keefe Funeral Homes, Champion Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Majestic Oaks RV Resort.
Happy Mardi Gras, South Mississippi. What a glorious night to be coming to you live from downtown Biloxi. The News 25 team is here. I'm Megan Gray along with Rob Knight and Kenny Glavin, councilman for the city of Biloxi. Rob, this is spectacular.
My goodness. You know, I'd love to take credit for this.
I wish you would.
We told people this was going to happen. We had some clouds in the area early. That has moved on. Megan, coming down here on I-110 across 10 and seeing the amount of people that are here, this is absolutely lovely.
It is perfect.
This is wonderful. The weather's perfect. People are out here. Everybody's set to have a grand time tonight.
Oh, and Kenny, I know the city of Biloxi and everybody who has worked hard for this parade is really excited to welcome people back.
Man, we are so jazzed up. It's been 2 years. It's been too long. And here we are on the verge of this parade kicking off, and everybody's going to have a great time.
And look at the crowds. I mean, the parade is actually rolling right now, and we're sort of not at the beginning of the parade route. So it's going to be a little while before we see the first of the floats. But as you take a look down the street here on the Muse and several restaurants, and of course these are the grandstands across from City Hall, look, we have a lot of people here, and they have no reason not to be. As Kenny said, it's been too long.
A lot of people still very, very quiet. We can hear each other up here. The party has not arrived just yet. This is the pre-party, so to speak. And yeah, a lot of people are sitting in the grandstands down the street to Highway 90 Beach Boulevard. Everyone just relax. You know, there's an aura, there's an atmosphere. I can't quite describe it. It's not too excited, but it seems like everybody's just elated to be back out.
They are. They're very elated to be here, and I think everybody's just happy to be with each other. As a matter of fact, Grant Chigazola is down on the street for us, and I know he's with a lot of people.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Kenny. We hope you're having a great time up there so far. I'm happy to be joining you here on the street outside of Biloxi City Hall as we await the crew of Neptune, who is going to roll on by right here. The grandstands over here are filling up. Just take a look behind me. We've got a crowd over here. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? Hey, let me hear that. See, everybody's having so much fun out here as far as the eye can see, and people are ready to get back into the carnival spirit. You know, I'm going to go over here and talk to some of my friends. How are y'all doing tonight?
Great. How are you?
Claudia McDonald.
Claudia, so where are y'all from? Are y'all from?
I'm from Biloxi, but we actually live in
It's very exciting to be back for carnival season. Yes, sir. It's so good to be back, seeing people out having fun. We got past the COVID thing, hopefully. So we're having fun.
You know, of course, last year was a really big pain, but to be back, to be here with so many good friends and so many good people, I mean, it has to make you feel good.
Yes, we're excited. We're ready to see all the floats and the bands and have a good time.
Of course, and you got great seats too. I mean, what does that feel like? I mean, you're right out on top of the action.
Yeah, we're ready. Our daughter's in the parade tonight too with the Band of Gold with Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. So we're excited.
That's fantastic, and we really hope they have a great time tonight dancing out there, and we really hope you have fun. So both of y'all, thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. Hey, girls, how are y'all?
Yes.
Yes, and what is your name?
Basil.
Basil. Basil. How are y'all doing tonight, ladies?
I'm doing great. Great.
So what is your favorite part about Mardi Gras?
Everything.
Everything? I like that answer. What is your favorite part?
Everything.
Everything. They like everything. They like the beads. They like the music. They like all of the different throws. What are you hoping to catch tonight from some of the floats?
Beads and toys and the other things that they can. And candy.
And candy. Can't go wrong with candy. What are you looking forward to catching tonight?
Candy. And beads and everything else.
And everything else. And I hope you ladies catch a lot tonight, okay? Oh, have fun, and I'll be back to check in on y'all later, okay? So you you can see everybody, young, old, from the coast, not from the coast, they are having so much fun out here tonight already, and the parade hasn't even started. So we're going to check in on everybody down the road, across the street. We'll be with you all night for more coverage, but I'm going to toss things back to you guys now. Have fun.
Oh, thank you, Grant. You know, you know she was already dancing.
Yeah, I saw that. Now, is it? It's not basil, right?
It sounded like
it sounded like basil, yeah.
It was basil.
We're going to have to get with Grant because I want to know who that other young lady is in purple because she already had it going on, you know.
She did. And you know, Kenny, earlier this week we saw you talked a little bit about the floats of Neptune, and they really have quite a reputation.
They do, and you know, for years that's what Neptune was famous for. We get the floats from New Orleans. They're higher tech now. They got the LED lighting, and the paint, even the paint is illuminated, so it really pops when it comes down the main roads in the middle when it's dark.
And it's sort of always a spectacle when they come over from Louisiana. That happened earlier this week.
Yeah, and you know, Kenny, you said everything's high tech, but there's still the old-fashioned way of doing things. Bringing them in from New Orleans, that is quite a task.
It is. It is. I mean, we travel 15 miles an hour, so you can imagine coming, you know, 80, 90 miles at 15 miles an hour. It's a long trek. And the men that pull those floats and tow them all the way to Biloxi, the hats off to their patience in getting them here.
Yeah, we were there the morning that they rolled. I say morning because it was really the overnight hours. You rolled into town and they, you know, you had a place to park them. That's not something that's going to happen again, I understand. You have a big change.
We're looking at our own den possibly next year, probably next year. And, you know, we cut down on some expenses and we'll be able to build bigger and better and more vibrant floats than you've ever seen.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it really does. Now, Kenny, how long has this transaction been going on, driving in from New Orleans each year?
Wow, I mean, ever since the 80s, the early 80s when Neptune was first born. And then, you know, Neptune went away for a couple years, and then the new era arrived in 2010. And we only had one king, two dukes at that time, and now it's grown into the splendor that it is today.
So it's not just feasible to have a home port here, but the economics and the logistics behind it as well makes sense.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. We'll have our own locals that will build these floats and maintain the floats. And then we also have a piece of land that we'll be paying some taxes and contributing to the local economy.
I'm not sure if it's possible to bring any video up because we actually have video from the last time Neptune rolled. And that, as Kenny said, it was 2 years ago.
2020.
In
Wow.
2020. And just to give people an idea of how these floats look, in case you forgot, because it has been a while, but they are pretty spectacular.
No doubt.
When they roll down the streets of downtown Biloxi. And we love that about Neptune. So we're really looking forward to seeing those coming back this year But what year is this for Neptune? I've lost track. Is it 37?
Yeah.
37?
37, our 37th king.
37th
it's actually a little longer than that
so.
because we had two kings that served 2 terms because of either hurricanes or COVID.
Okay, all right. Well, that is fantastic. Well, and you actually are a past king yourself.
Past king 2012, enjoyed it, and carried my grandson out when he was 9 years old at the ball, and that was a surprise for everyone, but it was certainly a treat.
We're in the presence of royalty.
Yeah. And, you know, Kenny, since we're on that subject, since you were a king before, explain to people what this is, really. I mean, what goes behind that as far as being the king? It's not just riding on a float with a decked out, right, with your queen by your side.
No, it's a big deal. So there's a captain, there's a president, board of directors, basically, and they make a choice, you know, who the king is going to be. And in my choice, or in my year that I was selected, I was the host hotel, I was general manager of one of the local hotels, and the boys had a meeting at my place, and they invited me to the meeting, and they said, hey, listen, we've selected a king. I said, who is it? And they said, it's you.
Oh.
And I said, give me one of those drinks over here. I got to think about it. And at the end of the evening, I accepted, and I'm glad I did, and the rest is history.
It's got to be a great experience.
Yep.
Well, I understand Grant is ready on the street to introduce us to a few more people who are ready for the parade to roll on by. Grant?
Hey guys, welcome back. We've made our way down Lemieux Street a little bit. We're doing the twist, you know, getting down and having some fun. right by me right now, I've got my fantastic cameraman, Corey Hardy's family with me. They're out here enjoying the festivities right down here. And guys, how much fun are y'all having?
Oh, it's always a great time.
I know you're no stranger to Mardi Gras, but being back down here is just fantastic. The sights, the sounds, the smells, even everything, right?
Absolutely. You know, living on the Gulf Coast is a tradition, Mardi Gras. So it's everybody having a great time, enjoying the music, the colors, you know, and the beads, you know, just living our best life.
Living our best life. I can tell you're living your best life right back here too, Mia.
Absolutely. I love this place.
I'm going to get it, you know? you got to dance at Mardi Gras, and you too. Y'all have fun?
Yeah, 100%.
What do you want to catch today? You catching anything for your special lady?
I'm trying to catch the biggest beat I can.
The biggest beat I can. What do you want? You want a stuffed animal or something?
Anything.
Anything will do? Yeah. Well, we hope y'all catch a lot too. We hope y'all have a lot of fun out here, and we can't wait to see what you catch.
Yay! All right. Happy Mardi Gras!
All right. Corey, you need to catch some things too for your wife, I think. See if you can bring her some stuff. Well, good son too. Yeah, of course. Well, this family's having fun for sure. I know this crew's over here. They're having some fun. Oh, how are you today?
Good.
Are you excited to be out here for Mardi Gras?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Are you excited to see the float?
Yes, I can't wait.
We can't wait. They're so ready. I can't wait either. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What do you want to catch today, my friend?
Butterfly.
All of them, huh? All of them. How much fun is it being out here with you?
Oh, it's wonderful. Everybody said the same thing. It's wonderful.
It's wonderful. You know, you can smell the food. You know, you can hear the good music, and it's only going to get better.
Yes, sir. Go to Jerky shop over here.
I can smell it from here, too, and it's making my mouth water. It is. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, can we get down a little further over here? First time ever. Come over here. How are you, ma'am?
Great, thank you.
And I've heard this is your first Mardi Gras ever. Where are you from? Pennsylvania, really? What are your thoughts so far? I know the parade hasn't even rolled. Do you want to catch a whole bunch of beads today? You know what? We're going to make sure you get a ton of beads down here your way. I'm going to make that happen. So much fun. So, you know, not only Coastians down here, but we've got people who are experiencing their first Mardi Gras. Look at this crew. Look at this crew. Yeah, you're having fun. There we go. And I see you are.
That's his bag, Mom. Mom, where's my bag? Where's my bag?
Can't forget the bag. It's an essential. And you know what? I guarantee by the time the night's over, that bag's going to be fit.
You know it. Baby.
My favorite phrase. So, of course, we're going to be checking in with people all night, y'all. Megan, Rob, Kenny, we hope you're having fun up there still. The parade hasn't even started, and I'm having a blast just chit-chatting with everybody down here. So I'm going to toss it back to you. We'll check in with you again soon. But for now, see y'all.
Thank you, Grant. You know, I love the kids.
Yeah. And you know, Grant, well, you said kids. We might as well include Grant in that. First of all, Grant is a native of Pearl River County, right?
Yes. Well, Louisiana. He has Louisiana roots.
All right, great. First, we've got to teach that boy how to say guarantee.
Guarantee.
Now, look, being even back up in New York watching Justin, right?
Yeah.
We, throughout the nation, we knew how to say that. I guarantee, you know, with the monions and everything else that goes in there.
You got that down pretty well.
Oh, God, it does smell good, doesn't it?
It does smell fantastic. And Kenny, you know, before we started this live broadcast, I was telling you how awesome it is, how much has gone into downtown Biloxi since the last time Mardi Gras rolled even.
Well, you know what, it's transformational. If you really look in and around Biloxi, from the boardwalks to the new development that you see at the new community bank, You know, we just opened the new Ground Zero Jazz
just
Joint,
down the street.
and it's thriving. And you see housing sales, you see new businesses, and it's the rejuvenation of who we are and what we are. You know, we went through COVID, we didn't stop. We said we're going to be open for business. We took the steps that we needed to take, and then people are attracted to what we have to offer here.
Wow.
Mardi Gras is a big part of that culture, and everybody's going to feel and see it, especially those first-timers. They're going to be hooked forever.
Kenny, how difficult was it to organize this, especially after COVID flatlined everything last year? And, of course, we know there's still restrictions throughout the country, throughout our state, and even here in the local area. But how much of a task was that to organize this back to make sure that everybody's safe?
You know, it was quite monumental, actually. So within our organization, we had, you know, we're 350 strong, and we had some concerns with some of the members of how safe is it, what steps do we need to take, and we listened, and we balanced those decisions, and then we put the plan together and it's a monumental plan. I'm telling you, it's about 50 pages long.
Wow.
And task by task by task, but we've been doing it for quite a long time. Yeah. You know, we're in our first decade since Katrina on coming back and doing this the right way.
And I guess we should point out you're on the board for Neptune.
I am. I'm one of the directors on the board, and then you got the officers, and those guys work so tirelessly, not just for the parade, but all the other stuff, the community involvement, the crawfish boils, the charity events. It's just phenomenal. The contributions.
My wife Sylvia and I, we were out at Point Cadet earlier last year when y'all had the big crawfish boil and all that. Got to meet the different folks out there, the different crew members, the different float drivers and all that, and it was fun. That was a lot of fun. It seems like you guys get together and you do that throughout the year. Now that's not just for your crew members, right?
No, we open that. That's a membership drive of sorts, and we invite everybody to come see what we're all about, and we invite them to join in the fun. You know, we hold our ball at the Civic Center, which has a capacity of about 1,100 plus people, and we're busting at the seams. We're probably going to have to find a new venue such as the Coliseum if we're going to continue to grow.
Well, we are so excited because the parade's going to get here in just a few minutes. We are ready for it, but we're going to take a quick break, and our live coverage from the top of Biloxi City Hall on News 25 for the crew of Neptune rolling down the streets of Biloxi will continue in just a moment. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, we're back here closer to City Hall on the other side of Lemieux Street where the grandstands are set up, and we have so many people having fun out here. I keep looking down towards Highway 90. The motorcycles are coming into place. The lights are blinking red down there. So you mean it's almost parade time? Yes, it is. The parade's going to turn from Highway 90 onto Lemieux. But let's chat with another one of my friends that I've made down here. They call this lady Honey. How are you doing, Honey?
I'm doing fine.
Fantastic. And you have quite a crew out here. In fact, 4 generations of your family is down here tonight. Is that correct?
Correct.
So who do you have out here?
My great-granddaughter, Isabella, my granddaughter, Casey, and my daughter, Kathy, and some friends from generations.
Is this your first crew of Neptune, or have you been out here quite a few times?
4 times, so.
And how fun is Mardi Gras in Biloxi to you?
Very good, very good. We really enjoy it, otherwise we wouldn't be here.
What are you going to enjoy most about this evening? Being with your family, enjoying them, and enjoying yourself out here?
Being with my friends, my family, and catching a lot of beads.
You have any favorite beads, any favorite throws?
The kind like you got on you right now.
I've got my light-up throws, so I'm excited. Once it gets dark, you'll really get to see these shine. But it really is an exciting time. You see so many people from all different walks of life, families like Honey's family, 4 generations out here, 4 generations, and you're surrounded by people.
Oh yeah. We picked up this one here.
Woo! Got cousins out here. Are y'all having a lot of fun already? And like I've said, the parade hasn't even started yet. The fun's just getting started. We're gonna have hours of fun out here. How you?
I'm feeling awesome.
And you're her daughter, correct?
Daughter, my husband's in the parade tonight.
That's fantastic. And to be with your mom out here and other family members, what's that like to you?
It is so special because you have to take every day that you have. Don't ever take anything for granted.
And I heard as well, y'all made your own little Mardi Gras plans last year due to parades being canceled. What did y'all do?
We had a neighborhood parade. We had everyone dress up. We had someone who was a flambeau carrier. We had a queen. We had floats. We had, she was a roll of toilet paper. So we made our own parade in our neighborhood. It was awesome.
A plunger on my head.
A plunger on her head. See, and that's what you have to do in times like that, you know, with the COVID-19 pandemic. You adapt and you improvise and you have your own fun.
That's right. That's what we do.
And I gave out sheets of toilet paper to people and tell them to save they may need it.
Of course, that had a lot of significance last year and the year before, so you have fun. But just once again, being back out here in a real carnival setting too has to be so special.
It is, and the weather is perfect. It was just like God wanted us to party on this Mardi Gras.
Hey, yes. We're having a great time.
Of course. Well, we hope y'all have a blast too with your family and friends and everybody else, and we hope you get a lot of throws.
Thank you.
We hope to, too.
And you got your bag ready, and I will see y'all around, ladies. Look at this. The Biloxi Police Department's making their way, rolling through Highway 90, and do I see the parade? I think I do. Crew of Neptune is making its way, and we're gonna cross the street now. This is what we've been waiting for. This has been over a year in the making, and so we are so excited to be out here, everyone at News 25, to cover this special day. And you know, it's slow moving, but that's all what Mardi Gras is about. We're having fun. We're having fun. We're excited. It is about 5:53 now, so let's have a good time. And I'm going to send it back to you guys really quickly. We're going to get in place, and we're going to have more from on the ground, so stick with us.
All right, thank you, Grant. And I mean, that was perfect timing, right? As he was down on the street and the first motorcade, Biloxi Police came on by. And you know, Kenny, I know the police department, they are a huge help with this.
Man, yeah, shout out to Chief Miller and all his guys. They have meeting after meeting after meeting with our organization, and they have it down to the T. Safety is number one, and to ensure that we have a fun time and you come out with some friendly family entertainment out here is just marvelous.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, a lot of people on that, I was looking at some numbers, 123 sworn officers right now. So the department is definitely growing. And they, you know, they have a lot of people on these streets today, but they're ready for it. You know, as you mentioned, it's been 2 years since the parade has rolled. However, a lot of planning has gone into this evening.
Absolutely. You're going to see it, you're going to feel it, and everybody's going to have a fun time because of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were enjoying the quiet up here for a little bit. Quiet, so to speak, compared to what it is right now. The boys in blue are making their way down here, and of course, you know, it's the start of the parade.
Oh, yeah. Goodness. Yeah, it's going to get loud in here, out here, and it's going to be fun. It's a party in the streets. Everybody's been ready for it.
First time in 2 years, yeah. Everyone's been cooped up, looking to get back out. And like that young lady was saying down there with Grant, the weather is perfect. I mean, just a comfortable, I'm guessing maybe 68.2 degrees out here. I'm guessing.
Let me see
Guess it.
Okay, yep, I think you're right. We've got the pro.
Yeah,
We've got the pro out here.
I knew I was close. No, but the weather, we've been out here before where it's been cold, too hot. This is just absolutely perfect.
Oh, I love it when we see these families. And I feel like that's what Mardi Gras really is about, you know? It's about enjoying your family, your friends, and of course the beautiful Gulf Coast.
Man, our kids deserve the laughter, the smiles that you hear today. That's so healthy for them. And the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Biloxi, it's well known for creating those smiles and laughter.
And we're going to have a lot of smiles.
And we know what it is in New Orleans. We know what it is in Mobile. In our area, like you said, Kenny, this is a family-friendly atmosphere. Kids, 4 generations that are out here right now.
That's right.
Oh, look at this. We have the Old Biloxi Marching Club. They are pretty much the first unit of the parade this year. You know what they're known for.
Man, them guys, they buy them kisses with those carnations.
They do.
And they do it every year, and everybody keeps falling for it, but everybody enjoys it.
I remember growing up, I actually sort of looked forward to when they came by. I was like, oh, that's the flower guys. How exciting.
Now, there's something I'm kind of confused about. This is an all-male marching band, right?
Yeah.
So what are the ladies doing in front?
Oh, they're just sort of setting the pace. Let's go with they're just setting the pace. They're leading the way.
Okay.
Oh, we've got confetti this year. That's exciting. They're the flowers, the paper flowers that they are known for, but you have to give them a kiss and you get a flower. On the cheek, of course. On the cheek, of course, right? You know, there's nothing like confetti in the streets.
Oh, yeah. Until you have to pick it up. Oh, by the way, we didn't mention, Megan, after we get done, we're going to need you to pick all that up.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Rob.
Not so fun anymore.
Yeah, this is a great group to really get the party started. Set the mood for the Crew of Neptune parade tonight. They're having fun.
And the old Biloxi marching band, marching club, they march in all these Mardi Gras parades across the coast. Well known, well known.
Now coming up behind them, it should be Richard Landry, who is our parade director. We're still watching some of those carnations being handed out. They're not in a hurry. They're going to take their time finding every lady that wants one of those flowers.
Just a note about Richard Landry. So Richard is tasked with making sure our safety protocols are done. So at 3 o'clock today, all the floats and their members that were riding were having a meeting on safety. Make sure your harness is in touch and you're wearing your parade costume. You know where the safety equipment is on the float. So he plays a key role in kicking this off every year.
Here's that music you were waiting for, Rob.
Yes, indeed.
It's kicking in now, huh? You know, that's really fun too, with every float that goes by.
Something different.
Something different. It gets the crowd moving every single time.
Now, I know we haven't had that many floats up so far, but I expect someone to throw us something, right?
Oh, they've got to.
A moon pie, a cold beverage.
They have to.
You know me and cold beverages.
Yeah. Rob wants a cold beverage, everybody. We've got to get him one.
Be careful what you ask for.
No, not in this scenario. Send it up.
That's going to be hard to catch.
Trust me, we'll make do. Yeah. Kenny, between me and Kenny, I'm sure we'll be able to. Yeah.
I got your back. I got your back.
Thanks, buddy.
We hope everybody is enjoying this Mardi Gras weekend as we get closer to Mardi Gras Day itself. As you can tell, the party is definitely underway here in downtown Biloxi as the first of the floats roll on by the Crew of Neptune along the Muse. Now that actually might be our Grand Marshal. I see a 6 on the side of that float, which should be the Grand Marshal float, Thomas Mack this year. How exciting that you got Thomas to be a part of this.
He was excited. You know, normally we got to go woo somebody, convince them because they don't know that much about it, but he was so excited to be part of this. What do I need to do? And we're glad to have him. He's an up and rising country star.
Yeah, he's actually open for quite a few people here, Rob.
Yeah, hometown Nashville, Tennessee, and being from Nashville, he's played at the Grand Ole Opry.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Open for Tracy Lawrence, Lee Bryce, John Michael Montgomery, Clay Walker. Woo!
Good, yes.
So, yeah. And, of course, the Biloxi High School. We're always proud of our Biloxi High Indians. Their marching band coming down the street now.
Go Big Red. Go Big Red.
Wait, is that spoken like an alumni here?
Yeah, well, you know, I got close ties for some reason.
There you go. And that's not just a marching band, Megan. That's a 250-strong marching band.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of them in there.
Award-winning, by the way.
Absolutely.
Award-winning marching band.
They've won All Superior for anybody who has a child in band or has been in band yourself. You know that's a big deal when you win All Superior competition. The Sweepstakes Award and the state champs. Yeah, that is something to be proud of.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that the director is Travis Coakley.
How about we listen for a little bit and see what Big Red can do?
Now, I'll tell you another phenomenon about all these bands that we've developed relationships over the years, because we contribute to their funding for them to come march. But they do social media, and they do shout-outs to Neptune, and we can see them getting prepared, and they're all jazzed up. They're part of our family. sound pretty good, don't they?
They sound fantastic, and it's traditional, customary that they stop in front of the grandstand here at City Hall and perform for everybody. So we will see them stop here for a moment. We'll pause to enjoy the show for just a moment. Very nice. Yeah, getting a very warm round of applause there from the crowd. You got to have the Mardi Gras. Yeah, Mardi Gras music. Get them riled up, Kenny. I love it. Of course,
what it's all about.
We're
what it's all about.
Happy to have Councilman Kenny Glavin with us, Rob Knight, Megan Gray, and we are so glad to have you joining us for our live coverage of the Krewe of Neptune for 2022. Mardi Gras is back, South Mississippi. Welcome back to our live parade coverage from the Krewe of Neptune in the streets of downtown Biloxi at Biloxi City Hall. And we are coming back just as the royalty is arriving. Perfect timing. King Neptune 37 is Jeff Desher. Of course, that is of the McDonald's fame here. The family owns a lot of the McDonald's franchise on the coast. But what a spectacular king. You were telling us he's done a great job with this.
Man, he's been so patient. You know, he was supposed to be the king a year ago, and he had to wait, king in waiting, and here he is. And it's just his reign has been spectacular since the coronation ball. And you'll see it, you'll feel it, and everybody loves Jeff Desher.
And Queen Venus, 37. This is Frances Buchanan from Ole Miss. Her parents are Patrick and Allison Buchanan of Biloxi. So great pair here to represent the Krewe of Neptune in 2022.
Beautiful queen.
Yeah. And, you know, you can tell their floats are spectacular. So much emphasis on, of course, the royalty floats, and it's, again, customary for them to stop in front of City Hall here. The Band of Gold is coming up right behind them, but we're going to probably see a brief pause in the parade as we do a traditional toast from the king. We might get to see a little bit of that as they stop for just a moment in front of City Hall. And these costumes, man, I'm always blown away by the costumes.
Truly amazing. Not just the creation of them, but the vividness, the colors, you can look at them and also see the amount of time that they've spent into them.
I want to point out, if you look on the King's float, there's a guy down there, he's about 6'8". That's Frances, our Queen's brother.
Whoa.
Houghton Buchanan. He was a major league pitcher.
Yes.
He now helps the high school baseball team, and he's down there having a good time too. I'm sure his players are going to see how good his arm is when he throws those beads.
I don't think he'll have any problem, but again, you know, this is the toast between the king and the queen, a special moment. You've been there before, Kenny.
Yeah, it was, that's when A.J. Holloway was the mayor, and I remember pulling up and him coming over, and that toast was real special, and he presented a special plaque. It still sits on my mantle at home, and it's a treasured memory.
I've always wondered, and here we go, we have the certificate of appreciation from Mayor Fofo Gillett.
And feel Fofo's energy. Fofo already has energy, and this just plugs in and gives him another amperage or two, and he's just great.
Fofo was walking around here about 4 hours ago with that same energy, so he hasn't lost any of it.
Yeah, he is definitely ready. And here's the toast. We see the king hoisting his goblet in the air. And the queen with her glass. She is gorgeous, right? What a fun memory this is, too. And notice all those bags of beads. They are fully prepared.
And they'll throw every one of them.
And, you know, this is actually fairly towards the beginning of the route, so they have a long way to go. And you know, my children and I actually rode in a parade earlier today. I had to tell them, pace yourself, one at a time. Anyone who's ridden on a float, you know, it goes very, very quickly.
Well, listen, I'm all jazzed up to watch these two kick the door down for this year and just start this parade off.
Yeah.
There you go.
And with that, I think it is official. The crew of Neptune has returned for Mardi Gras.
What a great backdrop. Look at the weather. Look at the sky.
Look at that sky, Rob. That is such a beautiful sunset.
I love the way you keep saying Rob after you comment on the weather like I had anything at all to do with it.
Well, you forecasted. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I'm distribution, not production.
There we go.
So.
Well, again, we just could not have had a more picture-perfect
It really did. It turned out wonderfully out here.
Look, we're a little biased. We think the King Neptune has a little bit of a thing to do with parting the seas and calming down the weather. We claim a little bit of that. So.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all.
You know, it was beautiful out here before. Now that we're getting into dusk, the sun is setting. With all the lights and all the lights of the floats, it's giving off a whole new atmosphere now.
It really is.
This has gone from a day parade to a lovely evening parade.
And I think that's what's so special about the night parade. Kenny, you were talking about how you were really instrumental in helping bring Neptune back to this night.
Yeah, I tell you what, I can't help but remember, you know, like I mentioned, back in the day, I went to the Mayor Holloway and I said, these boys want to bring this parade back. He said, go see Chief Miller, and we made it happen, and they made it happen. I mean, they took it and ran with it, and you're going to just see it get better and better each year, and this will be one of those best years that we experience.
Absolutely. And again, just how those colors are popping on those floats, they are just spectacular. And we are so blessed, I just have to say, we are so blessed to live in South Mississippi, because I just think that our sunsets are some of the best you'll find.
Yeah, and look, I completely agree with you. Now, you're biased, obviously.
Well,
you're
I'm
originally from here. From somebody out of the area, I never thought that I would end up staying in South Mississippi.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I haven't regretted a single moment that I've been down here. The weather, the atmosphere, laid-back nature, and gosh, not to mention the food, everything around here, you know.
How about the people?
The people.
Yeah, you cannot forget that. That is great.
They are at the heart of what South Mississippi is all about. They're the heartbeat, I should say, of South Mississippi. We just have some spectacular people, wonderful sense of community. And it's on full display tonight.
Now they're not throwing all those beads right here, are they?
Wait, are you want to walk over to the balcony and get some of what you're
you know, I was saying.
I don't know if we'll reach.
Yeah,
you need to get their attention.
I don't know if I can get their attention or not. We're going to try this. Hello, up here on the balcony.
That's our 6'9" guy right there.
There he is. Okay, he's definitely easy. You know what? Maybe we should let them go to break for a moment while we sit here and try to get everybody's attention, because we want to get some beads to show off. So we will be right back with more live coverage from the crew of Neptune from the city of Biloxi. News 25 will be back. Welcome back as we are listening to the Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College Marching Band, the Band of Gold, taking center stage now in front of Biloxi City Hall. Crew of Neptune rolling right along, and we are so happy to be bringing it to you live from downtown Biloxi.
What a view, Megan. What a gorgeous view we've got this evening. And of course, we know that the Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College out of Perkinston, rather large band as well, 225 members. Look at that view. I mean, gosh, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. Up here atop City Hall, second floor, we're looking down the parade. Look at that backdrop of the Hard Rock, just beautifully illuminated.
Casino Row, and then some of those restaurants that we've been smelling, Rob, just down the street. But the Band of Gold, they are sounding spectacular. Good, strong sound here. So, you know, it's really hard to stay still when you're listening to a drum line like that. You almost caught me dancing a little bit more.
You know, we see them during college game days. We see them out doing their drills. You don't really realize how much work and effort it goes in. I mean, first you got to, of course, playing your instrument, and then being in sync with everyone else while you're marching at the same time.
All these local high schools, when they grow up, that's where they end up, the Band of Gold. And by the way, we just had an event, a dedication of a monument to one of the alumni of Gulf Coast Junior College, Fred Hayes.
Yes, Fred Hayes, a wonderful
And
monument.
they were there. Band of Gold was there.
Yeah, down at Lighthouse Park on the beach. That was a special moment indeed, of course, to honor native Biloxian Fred Hayes from the Apollo missions. And here we have another float that is coming
Maids
up.
are coming out.
This is Neptune's Maid float. Quite a few maids this year. They look like they're enjoying themselves so far. Oh, look at the costumes. I guess everybody really dresses up.
They do. They do. I mean, it's an event. Everybody looks forward to it. We let our hair down. We throw. We throw down.
Some of the maids this year: Carly Williams of Biloxi, Yaseb McCaig, Alex Cross, Amelia Sullivan, Morgan Mixon, and Jolie Hughes of d'Iberville.
And the royal court, you got the queen, and that's all her maids. It makes it special for them. It makes it special for the queen, and they just exude what royalty really is all about.
And marching up right in front of City Hall now, St. Stanislaus High School Marching Band out of Bay St. Louis, of course. 50 members for St. Stanislaus.
The Rockachaws.
The Rockachaws, absolutely. And Kenny, that's what I love too, is we have so many of these units in high schools and whatnot coming into Biloxi for this. You really want people across the coast to participate.
No doubt. It brings us closer together. We got these distances, but man, this is a common bond, and they'll remember it for their lifetime.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it's that sense of community. We're a large city, but we're a smaller large city, and to have that sense of community and have everyone come together for one common cause, that's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of effort as well.
Everybody's enjoying it. Sky there, that's our morning producer on News 25 today. He's loving it.
We have got to get that to show that to him.
Man, it makes you want to dance, don't it?
It does. I mean, that's exactly the purpose. They sound great. Another shot looking down Lemieux here, south toward Casino Row. And again, that picturesque sky in the background. Such a perfect backdrop tonight.
And Megan, although we've got the best view up here, no one has thrown us anything yet.
We got to work on that.
We do.
We're going to work on that. There's some more dancing. I love it.
We need a sign. Throw me something, mister.
You know what? Maybe if we did our own confetti up here, we would grab their attention.
Right.
Something. Love to see the smiles. Kenny, you said we're going to see a lot of that tonight. More evidence here. This sweet couple waving at us. Hello, hello.
And as St. Stanislaus moves on, Megan and Kenny, up next, Neptune's Dukes float. Obviously, we had the Maids earlier, so now the Dukes are on board.
Where do you hear this list? Where do you hear this list of characters?
Tell us,
all right,
Rob.
yeah, and we know these names all too familiar. Of course, there's Wendy Sweatman, Brad Paterno, Trent Harrison, Bo Hamilton, Cam Roberts, and Jerry Monroe.
All right, that is quite the list.
That's a who's who, I'm telling you.
I mean, Chet Harrison,
Golden
Nugget,
Nugget.
of course.
And that's a spread from Biloxi all the way to Ocean Springs.
They look great. That's Wendy Sweatman's son on that float.
Yep. Both
John
of them.
Christian, yeah, both of them actually, yeah. And that's what's special too, when you are part of the royalty or a duke or a maid, and you get to invite your families to participate, make memories, to
And
last
something
a
else that
lifetime.
I've seen, this seems to be a bit of a tradition handed down from one generation to the other as well.
Wow, this group came all the way from Jackson, the Velma Jackson Marching Band, with 54 members under the director of Mr. Muhammad. So nice of them to make their way down.
They're strutting it.
Strutting it, I like it. That is definitely synonymous with Mardi Gras as well. you gotta have some strutting.
Meg, you talk about the special elements of these community involvement and everything. My wife, I was courting her when we were in college, and she was a maid of Neptune.
Oh, no way!
And yeah, in '82, I think it was, and She captured something in my eye, and she looked beautiful that night, and I couldn't let her go.
The rest is history.
That's right.
Well, congratulations. So this is always a special time for both of you.
No doubt. No doubt.
All I've got to say is that it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Oh, there you go. You caught me dancing again. It's that music, I'm telling you.
You can't help.
You can't. And I'm not strutting it like those ladies are. No, they are the pros for sure. Looking good in their gold sequins. Of course, a lot of purple, gold.
You can't do that?
Green. I can't. No, I don't have my sequins on, Kenny. I need my sequins.
Rob,
they're at home.
Rob, you're up.
I can. But what happened was that on the way here, I pulled the muscle somewhere.
Okay.
Not quite sure where.
I mean, yeah. She's got it down. They've got a good sound for such a small group. Here we go. Everybody's getting in on it now.
Megan, one of the hard parts about this job, while we're trying to concentrate, we are so distracted. We've got the camera facing one way, and of course we want to look the other way to see it live.
I know, it's hard. And of course the music.
Yeah.
You just can't stop.
Not to mention the smell. I know we keep talking about the smell, but at News 25 today, if y'all watch us, you know we start talking about food at 4:30 in the morning. You don't see us at 4:30, but that's when it begins.
Don't have a piece of bacon near Rob. It won't be in your hand long. Yeah.
Bacon.
You're like the king of bacon, right? Which I'm sure there's plenty of down these streets tonight. We're going to see a little bit of everything.
You know, these kids that come from out of state or out of town, they go back to their communities and they just tell them what the Mississippi Gulf Coast is all about. Some of them never seen this before, and they go back and say, you're not going to believe what the Mississippi Gulf Coast looks like.
Yeah, and it's a treat for them to be able to participate. You know, we know how to Mardi Gras here on the coast. Right. Now this should be what we're looking at with that spectacular mannequin. I guess it looks Neptune himself, perhaps. That is going to be the Neptune officer's float. More confetti. This is a great float.
That is lovely.
You're not going to believe they spent hours and hours getting that thing just right. You know?
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. We have Kenny Beverin, Gerald Everett, Chet Landry, Billy Moore on this float, along with Greg Eleuteris, Donnie Handler. Wait, you're supposed to be on that float.
Oh, listen, I was supposed to be on the float, but when I heard that y'all were going to be up here, I couldn't turn down the invitation.
What are you doing?
There you go. There. Incoming. Incoming, Megan. Rob.
Look, we got
there you go.
It
didn't break anything, did it?
No.
All right, we're good. We're all good.
We're all good? Okay.
We're all right.
Hey, my friend Chet said he was going to throw me something, so.
I guess he did,
Woo,
yeah.
Thank you, that's quite the arm.
Man, you got the good ones, too.
I did? I love it. That's awesome. I'm impressed by that flip throw.
I'm impressed by all three of us. We did damage control here quite nicely.
All right. Woo! That was fun.
I sent him a text, and I told him we were up here.
Oh,
so
good. They had to. I mean, if Kenny was supposed to be on the float with them.
And obviously, they weren't throwing just beads. They were throwing bags up here.
Bags of beads. I think maybe that helped them with the toss. You know, more weight type thing. We have some more strutting in the streets here. All right. Jim Hill, high school marching band.
A crowd pleaser for sure. We look forward to them every year.
They're from Jackson as well.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
But they are fantastic. They're really a treat.
The band of distinction.
Yep. Yep. Just take a watch.
All right, I think
they're getting ready. Watch.
They're about to, yeah, here we go. Okay. And it begins. Here we go.
All right, guys, I can't do that. I was going to try.
I want to
can't
see
do
it,
that.
Kenny. I
Well,
want to see it.
Next year.
Next year, I'm going to hold you to that. You'll probably be on the float next year. It's like, see, Megan, I did it. You just couldn't see me. We have another one of these great floats. This is past court float. Now, do you really get to take your pick? I guess this is 2020's court?
This is 2020's court.
Okay.
Yep.
King Neptune 36. Brad Lott with Queen Venus. Lindsay Smiling.
Brad Lott is a former state legislator.
We have a lot of Dukes and Maids on this one, too. They're making their way. Look, we're trying. We're trying to get their attention again. We're being hungry now. We've got some. We want more. It's hard when you're at a Mardi Gras parade not to sit there and be like, throw me something, mister.
Not to
please,
get involved.
Please.
So this group, Past Royalty Float, have been together for 2 years.
Oh, that's true.
For 2 years, and they are so good friends now, and they've become so close. And they really helped the incoming court like I've seen no other to be successful.
And this will be our third group so far from Jackson. This is Lanier High School Marching Band.
But just look at the smiles on their faces. They're glad to be here. They're glad to show how good they are. And we're glad to see them too. So.
Breaking it down for us here in the heart of Biloxi.
I hope our viewers at home are getting a good example of how loud it is out here with these bands.
Oh,
and when I say loud, of course, I mean that in a good way.
Absolutely. Getting the crowd involved here.
Well, and Neptune a few years ago did a survey. We did, of people what they wanted, and our number one thing besides our great floats was marching bands. They wanted the marching bands, and we made sure they were going to get it.
Yeah. Well, it's a little different than when you have just speakers and music. That sound just drills into you. It gets your feet stomping. It gets your hands tapping. You really get in the mood with it.
It's very interactive, and this is a perfect example of that. They're really working the crowd here. They want to see the crowd move to their beats and get on down with the Mardi Gras beats.
We got somebody else moving to the beat as well.
Yep.
He wasn't talking about me, by the way. It was our production assistant.
Janaya Barnett.
I wish I could turn the camera around.
I got her name wrong the last time I said her name. I said Janaya Bennett. Janaya Barnett.
We hope everybody's having a fabulous Mardi Gras weekend, and things are really rolling along now from the crew of Neptune in Biloxi. I mean, this is quite the show, Kenny.
Yeah.
This is why everybody wants these bands.
Man, it's got my heart pounding.
Especially those big bass drums. That's like you can feel it in your bones. Big round of applause from the crowd. Nice reception for the Lanier High School Marching Band. We're so happy to have them down from Jackson. About a 3-hour trek down to the coast. By the reviewing stands now in front of City Hall as we're looking down on the Muse. Behind them, we should see another float coming along. There it is, Neptune line number 6 float. Now this says that the line lieutenant is Brad Lott, who of course we had earlier.
So Brad Lott is the line lieutenant, but he was also past king, so he chose
the past
that's
king
correct.
float. Okay, but this is his crew.
That's them.
More smiles, everybody waving hello. They're going to keep those arms in the air for some beads.
And for everybody watching this at home, we have 6 lines, and we have line lieutenants. So they have about, I don't know, 50 guys in each line, 50 to 60 guys, and they do the line skits at the ball.
Oh, I've heard about that.
And they're the information piece. When we have information to get down to the membership, those 6 guys are the ones who deciphers the information down to all the members.
Wow. You really do have quite the system going. I love the shark on the front of this float. That's definitely a talking piece for this line's float.
Oh, watch out, there's incoming.
Incoming, hey, I like that. Come on, let's see what you got.
Here we go.
Oh, you can step up over there if you need to.
Yeah, I had about one more step, but that was it.
One more step, and that was it. I know we're sort of tethered by these microphones and headsets.
Incoming.
But it's so great because it helps block out some of the noise here with those bands rolling by. Speaking of. Oh, we got to fall up here.
No, I was just going to say, Megan, we talked about a couple of schools from our state as well, but now this one comes from Baker, Louisiana. This is Baker Middle School Marching Band. 48 members. Their director is Tori Williams. And they've got a couple of awards as well. Superior Performance at Southern University, as well as the 2017 Columbus Battle of the Bands.
Good for them.
So they definitely are recognized.
Now, I remember this float when we covered, when News 25 had the float den and we were there when they came in. That looks like it's from
Jack
Pirates of the
Sparrow.
Caribbean.
Yes, that's pretty cool, too.
That's awesome. So this is line number 1 float with the line lieutenant of Chris Trossacek.
Yeah, Chris is a long-standing member, and he does a great job.
Wow, they have a lot of throws. Look at this. Look at all those beads hanging on the walls. They are set. Look, I'm waving this. We did get a ball up here. It lights up.
Did you catch that?
No, but they threw it to me. I mean, I think it was actually Don, our general manager, who threw it to us. Like, yes, we'll take it. We will take it. Again, just the detail on these floats, Kenny, it is really impressive.
Megan, I was watching the kids down here in the front rows, and they're jumping up and down. They're all excited. They're going to sleep good when they go home later on tonight.
Yes, they will.
You know, Kenny, I was going to ask, we've been coming out here for the past 6 years or so. I've been out here a couple of times. Is it my imagination, or are the floats a little bit more vivid, more detailed this year?
Listen, every year they improve, whether it's the paint, whether it's the LEDs, whether it's the ornaments on it. And we just tweak that to make sure that we have the best product that we can provide.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Palahatchie, Mississippi, this is the Palahatchie High School Marching Band, established in 2015, so they're rather new, with 46 members. Under the direction of Jack Smith, not Jack Sparrow, Jack Smith. Not to be confused with the float in front. Wow. I mean, I was not expecting quite that large a sound to come from
46 members, you said? They sound like the ones that were 200 members.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is very impressive. My geography here of Palahatchie about how far away that is, but we are certainly glad that they made the trip to be with Neptune.
Megan, I don't know exactly how far it is, but I've got to say, this has been an awesome marching band thus far.
Yeah.
The others were nice as well. They kind of seem to stand out just a little bit more.
Yep.
has my heart going.
Like, just think about it. Biloxi streets have been silent for 2 years, and now this sound is echoing up and down the streets and neighborhoods tonight.
You know what? It is definitely music to my ears. I love it.
Everyone.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Palahatchie High School Marching Band. Round of applause. You're probably giving them a round of applause at home, too. That was well worth it.
That was great.
Spectacular.
My.
And, you know, Kenny, I love the way you put that because these streets have remained silent far too long. And now that they are just filled with so much energy, so much life. Man, this feels good, doesn't it?
It does feel good. And we're just kicking off the new year, so we'll springboard into a fantastic year, hopefully. Listen, I do want to say one thing. I hope this is okay. Hearts go out to the nation of Ukraine.
Absolutely.
They're fighting for their freedom, and we got the freedoms tonight to experience this, and they're fighting for that true democracy that they cherish. So, Godspeed to all of them.
I'd like to echo that sentiment. You know, it just goes to show you cannot take these freedoms for granted. We are so lucky, I know I said it earlier, to live in the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast, but in the great United States of America, and enjoy events like this.
You know, all too often we do take that a little bit for granted just because it's our norm, it's our everyday. Sometimes it takes to see someone else, another nation, another country in turmoil like this in order for us to step up once again and say, wow, you know, the things that we see every day, the things that we do every day, the things that we take for granted every day, it shouldn't be.
All right. South Mississippi, happy Mardi Gras to you. We are coming at you live from downtown Biloxi atop City Hall. Crew of Neptune rolling once again for 2022. We're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back with more of the fun. Stay with us.
Welcome back and happy Mardi Gras, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this. Gosh, it is a gorgeous Saturday evening, y'all. This is truly splendid.
I don't think it gets much better than this, Kenny. This is fantastic. But we're seeing some more floats go by. Guess what? We haven't checked in with Grant Chigazola for a bit, and I know it's loud on the streets, but we're going to see what Grant is up to down street level. Grant, take it away.
Hey guys, welcome back to the action on the street. I know you've seen some of it so far. It's good to be back with y'all. We're having a blast out here. I've got a couple of throws myself since the last time I talked to you guys. Now, we've got a lot of people right over here enjoying themselves. Look at my friend Brentley right here. Brentley, I see you got a couple of beads so far. Are you enjoying the parade?
Yeah!
What's your favorite color?
The gold.
You like the gold beads. My friend likes the gold beads. I've got a couple of gold beads too. I've even got one that lights up. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you ready to see the rest of the parade?
Yes.
Yes, yes, that's a big yes. I love to hear it. And we talked to this friend earlier. How are you doing?
Good.
Are you having a lot of fun? Yes, we love to hear it. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great.
This is really a great thing to see again, having Mardi Gras back in.
Absolutely.
And seeing all of these kids, seeing everybody having fun. I mean, isn't it worth it to be out here?
Great time of year.
Great time of year. Couldn't have said it better myself. Ma'am, how are you?
Doing great.
How much fun are you having out here, sir?
Having a lot of fun.
I mean, the floats and the bands, the music.
Beautiful, and the music is so good, and it's good to see everybody having such a good time.
And you're really connecting with all kinds of different people out here, aren't you?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we love it. Thank y'all so much. Have fun. I love that.
Go Crew of Neptune.
Yeah, go Crew of Neptune. Happy Mardi Gras. Checking back in.
Loving it, loving it.
Loving it. Having fun. I mean,
It's great, yeah.
It's really, really fun. We're having a blast out here, y'all. Checking in with all of our different friends. Beads galore, everything. We'll get back to you guys, but for now, Grant Chigazola out here having fun.
Grant had flowers and beads.
Yeah, he's having way too much fun down there. No, that's not right. Grant's having just the right amount of fun down there.
It seems like every time we look at him, his beats get more and more and more.
Yeah,
so
they increase.
I hate to see what he's going to look like at the end of the night.
I don't know if we'll see him anymore. He'll be covered with beads. Ladies and gentlemen, we did have Neptune Line 3 float roll by while Grant was on the street with Madison Rossinet as the line lieutenant. This is Vicksburg High School, so another visiting high school marching band performing for us now. They have 90 members. I'm surprised we haven't seen Grant dance yet.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You know, I'm sure we're going to see Grant.
We will,
bust a
I
move.
promise you. Now, you said there was 90 members here, Megan?
I don't think they brought them all.
Yeah,
no.
I was going to say.
Yeah, no, they didn't bring them all. Okay.
That's our River City, beautiful city of Vicksburg.
Well, they definitely brought enough then.
So we should be seeing line number 5 float
Here they come.
with Matthew Brooks as the line lieutenant here. And you're right, this has 60 members, so that's quite a lot.
60 members, and you look on the front of this float, you'll see a familiar fish of our Gulf waters, the redfish.
The red, yeah.
The redfish. They're so tasty.
Great to catch, great to eat.
Don't know if it's exactly a good thing, the redfish going across the street from the half-shell oyster house.
Oyster house.
Might be a little wary of that.
We have some more confetti raining down on City Hall here. See if we can get their attention this time. I mean, we need a neon sign.
Megan, I think if you'd step up front, they'll probably throw something.
I don't know. I feel like I need a big blinking sign or something. But they, you know, they're having a good time. They're focused down below. They're not used to seeing people up here on the balcony.
They seem to be as elevated as we are up here.
Oh, look at this guy. He's got some energy.
Man, that looks like me after I catch one of those redfish.
Your little happy dance. That was a drum major, I'm assuming, for this band. Yazoo City High School Marching Band.
Yazoo City, another good place in Mississippi. A lot of good catfish up in Yazoo City.
Yes. You like those fish, don't you, Kenny?
I do, man.
I love how you relate different cities with different foods.
Again, it's great to have them down on the coast, visiting from Yazoo. I love it when they do the little twist with the cymbals like that.
Looks very complicated, doesn't it?
But he's not even thinking about it. He's just having a ball.
Well, now that Yazoo City High School Marching Band has moved on, looks like we have Neptune Line 4 float coming in. This is 60 members in total. The line lieutenant, Marquis Thomas, and David Shoemaker as the assistant lieutenant.
Hey, look, I got to do a shout out to Line 4. All the events that we have and the contests we've had, they have won the most of the awards, whether it's skits or whether it's fundraisers. They are the champs.
Oh, wow.
This line is a super line.
Now, I missed your ball this year, but I heard that the skits this year were phenomenal.
They were. They were.
Look, I finally caught one.
And that's not off the floor. That's
No.
an actual mid-air catch.
It was in the air, and
Yes.
I caught it. I was so excited.
I saw it.
was,
We witnessed.
it was
We did.
fantastic. I feel like it's complete now. I'm very happy with that.
Listen, I want to give WXXV a shout out. Y'all do great coverage of our parade. There was a time where our parade was unnoticed, and y'all picked up the mantle, and y'all were the first to do great coverage of what this is all about. So shout out to WXXV. Y'all were the pioneers in covering our parade, and we appreciate that very much.
Well, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, thank you, Kenny. We appreciate that. You know, we came on board about 8 years ago with news throughout the day, morning, midday, afternoon, and evening, and The one thing I believe, and I think I could speak on the management crew back then and now as to why we did that, was that we wanted to just give the people a choice. We wanted to interact with the community. We wanted to get out. We wanted to do things with locals, and we wanted to showcase that to other locals as well. So.
Well, I'm so happy to be a part of the team now, and I think you said it, connecting with community, and this is a great way to do that, Kenny. So we are so happy to be here as part of the coverage.
Big thank you, for sure.
Well, thank you for joining us this year. He came up, he's like, I've never done this before. I was like, you're going to be fine. He is a pro, a natural. Oh, goodness, that's Clarksdale High School marching band we were hearing a little bit of, getting ready to perform in front of City Hall.
So what's famous about Clarksdale that has a connection with Biloxi?
You're putting me on the spot. I don't know. What is
Ground
it?
Zero.
Oh, Ground Zero,
Yeah.
of course, the new Ground Zero.
Yeah,
Morgan
so
Freeman, of course.
Here we are.
Here we are. Do you happen to know, Kenny, if this is their first year participating in Neptune?
First year.
Okay. Well, we're happy to have them on board. You know, Ground Zero has been a fantastic addition to the city. I know it's just open, but I know they had a slam schedule for leading up to Mardi Gras.
Man, they've been packed, and I had a little Super Bowl bet that I lost to a friend of mine, and the wager was for a Fofo root beer float. They got a root beer float named after Fofo.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was able to win a Fofo float.
That's great, the Fofo float. Now you know what to order when you go inside Ground Zero.
You know, we're talking about everybody attending here. Our crew is inside. Our crew is out here. Our crew is down on the floor. And all of them are dancing. You can't help but feel that rhythm.
And you know, hats off to our crew, because they've been here since lunchtime, about 12 o'clock.
Much earlier than
setting
us,
up everything, and they have done a phenomenal job. So thank you so much to those of you behind the scenes making all of this happen. Really an outstanding crew. Oh, we got a little movement down there, okay.
We should wear one of those hats with the feather.
The feather, yeah.
To just kind of get into the swing of things.
And hopefully Clarksdale's marching band will want to come back next year. I'm sure they're going to just fall in love with it. Hopefully they'll step in to, or at least wave.
Man,
Ground Zero.
I'm telling you, once they come down here, they're hooked. And again, we contribute to their communities with a little donation to their band to kind of build that loyalty and friendship and everything. So it's a win-win. Win-win for all of us.
Got a great sound too. You know, that's the thing. All of these bands are so talented.
They are. They really are.
You know, Kenny, gosh, have we had 10 bands so far, and we're not done yet?
Ain't that something?
That's remarkable that you're able to get that many to participate.
Usually in years past, a decade ago, you'd have 5 or 6 bands total, and here we are.
I love it. I love it. Well, we hope you are enjoying our coverage of Neptune rolling through the streets of Biloxi. We are having a blast. We are so enjoying bringing it to you, and there's so much more to come, so don't go away. News 25 live from the crew of Neptune Night Parade. We'll be right back.
Another fish, Rob.
Okay, welcome back. You know, Kenny's noticing the next fish that's coming down the road here. I love it. We know where his heart is tonight. He's ready for some seafood. Welcome back to our live coverage of Neptune rolling through the streets streets of downtown Biloxi. I'm Megan Gray along with Rob Knight and Biloxi City Councilman Kenny Glavin. We are happy to have you joining us because the party, you know what? I just noticed we just reached about halfway of these units that have been rolling by. So we've got about 70 total units. This is, I think, float number 32. So we're getting there. We're halfway there.
Yep.
But it's always one of those times where you don't want it to end.
You don't.
And I think that's what people respect about Neptune as well, is it is a very thorough parade. You're going to get, you know, a long parade. You're going to come with a lot of throws. You're going to come with a great haul. I believe this is North Panola High School Marching Band from Sardis, Mississippi. Getting down with it. You know, this is definitely a benefit to being here in front of City Hall because we get to see the show. They will definitely stop for us every time, and we get to enjoy it.
High School Marching Band.
They're going to start moving on by in just a moment. Again, just point out the crowd is in attendance tonight. You had an estimate, Chris?
You know, I think we're guesstimating around 80,000 people. It's hard, you know, they try to do some aerial views and stuff like that, but I mean, just look. Just look behind you, and this is just one street. They're all up and down, circling around down Cobbett Street and up, you know, Lemieux here and down Main Street. All the hotels are filling up because of this. They're eating in our restaurants. It's an economic boom. And all their parents that couldn't make the trip, I'm sure they're trying to scream this to take a look at their kids.
Yeah, that's right. You got to check in on them. I mean, here's that float you were pointing out, Kenny, with the lionfish in front here. This is a beautiful float. It's the auxiliary float.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is made of the wives and significant others of all the Neptune members.
And again, you know, I can't get over the themselves because they are just such a spectacle alone, but then you put them with the night backdrop and you add the lights and the thrill of being out here.
And the music, the marching bands, and you know, outside of that, the people that are out here as well. Everyone is just such in a great mood, just so live, so light. It's fun being out here.
It's like we're alive again. This is wonderful.
Where else would you rather be right here, right now? In Biloxi, Mississippi, at a Mardi Gras night parade, Krewe Neptune.
And you know, even though we're saying it's nice to be back out here again, and obviously last year we didn't have this, it doesn't seem like we've missed a beat.
No, not at all.
It seems like, it doesn't even seem like last year was non-existent.
Now this is a great one. That Mardi Gras jester on the front of this one, the Neptune Crew of Aurora premium sponsor float.
Brand new crew this year.
Okay, so we're looking at court and members of the Crew of Aurora, so I have a feeling they'll be back too.
That's a brand new women's crew, and they had their first ball New Year's Eve.
Oh, nice.
Is when they kicked it off, and they're off and running themselves. They had a real good, successful ball.
Coming in with a bang, I like it. Port Gibson High School Marching Band making their way in front of City Hall now. Actually, I take that back. What you're seeing now is the Crew of Salacia. Crew of Salacia.
Crew of Salacia originated by the Scarlet Pearl, came up through the Scarlet Pearl inspiration. Look at that.
I love the costumes.
Now, Kenny, this is an all-female crew as well, right?
Absolutely.
How many all-female crews do you have?
How many did we have this year?
Yeah, off the top of your head, if you can think of it.
There's probably a dozen or more. The signature of this crew, you see it, they got the fluorescent look. with the jellyfish and the wings, you see the fluorescent wings of the butterfly, and pretty cool.
Now, when I'm looking down at them, is it throw me something, Mrs.? Or is it still Mr.?
I bet you they'll reply to anything. You just have to put your hands in. Look, the crowd has it down. I see a lot of hands waving in the air down there. You know, because this is such a large parade, Kenny, what goes into, I mean, your parade captain has quite the job to make sure everything keeps rolling safely.
Wife.
Oh, is that your wife?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, a lot goes into it. So your question?
Oh, yeah, as far as the preparation to make sure that these floats do keep on rolling and, you know,
well,
it's
you know, in
steady
the past, we'd bring them over from New Orleans. We'd invite other member crews to join our parade, and we'd roll. For the past couple of parades that we roll, we bring them over, then we contract to outfit them even more.
Oh, wow.
So when they get here, we got permission from the float builder that we can enhance it. We tell them what we're going to do. And our guys go to work for about 2 days on them and make them even prettier than what they are.
It looks like a lot more than 2 days worth of work.
Yeah,
they've done a phenomenal job.
No doubt. And you know, we have an event there with all the families and kids. They get to come do a special preview, and they get to climb all over the float and everything. It's a real joy for the kids of the members of Neptune and their friends.
Well, we have more Crew of Neptune Night Parade to bring to you live from downtown Biloxi. Don't go away. News 25's coverage of Neptune 2022. We'll be right back. Happy Mardi Gras, South Mississippi. We're doing a little two-step in here in front of City Hall as our live coverage of the Crew of Neptune Night Parade in Biloxi continues here on News 25. Yeah, we're doing a little line dancing. I like it. You know how to two-step?
I can.
You
yes,
can?
I can.
I never knew this.
I learned in Korea.
Okay.
Yes.
Of all the places.
Of all places.
Surely.
Stationed with the Army over there. A lot of boys from Fort Hood in Texas. So,
okay.
Yep, that's where I learned.
He knows how to two-step. Oh, man. Well, and that looked like it was another all-female crew, or a dance team at least, joining us for the Crew of Neptune. And here comes another marching band. Oh, the crowd. You can tell the crowd really does love that.
They know who's coming.
Who
they
is
know
this?
It's coming.
Let's see. I am trying to figure out who this marching band is. It's a large group. I see a tiger on one of their flags. Let's see.
Wow, look at their costumes.
I know, they've got that tiger theme going. I love it.
Hang on, I think we're getting some assistance with this. I believe it's a high school.
Oh, Jim Hill.
Jim Hill.
Okay, I think we thought they were actually earlier, and they may have just gotten a little out of order here. But this is Jim Hill High School. Okay, yes, they're from Jackson. So we thought they were an earlier group. They are 150 members. This is the Band of Distinction.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. So we thought they were a little earlier in the lineup. Our apologies there. But we are happy to have them now.
And they're getting ready.
You know, just listening to them, of course, watching them as well, you can very easily see why they're first place in Jackson in Battle of the Bands.
And they have 4 directors, not 1, not 2, 4. So Kenny, you were really telling us that the crowd looks forward to that band every year.
Oh, no doubt. We look forward to it. And that's the first one I think we call every year, man. We got to get you in, and we get a commitment.
Well, I'm so happy that they are back this year to join the Crew of Neptune. A crowd pleaser for sure. Got a little quiet after they strode on by.
I think everybody's catching their breath real quick.
You have to do that every now and then, right? All right, that looks like Miss Gulf Coast. I'm trying to read her banner there. Let's see, we have this wonderful list of everybody who's participating, and we just want to make sure we give everybody due credit here.
Every once in a while, somebody slips in, you know.
That's okay. You know, there's like I said, there are 72 units. It's a lot to keep track of. Especially, you know, they too have had a long day of getting organized and getting their floats ready and their crews ready and their bands warmed up and prepped and dressed. And they have to be here at a certain time to line up too as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, Megan. You know, like you said, there's a lot that goes in behind there. You know, while we're up here, Grant is down on the street. So right now we're going to throw it to him. Hey, Grant, how's it going down there, man? Not quite sure if Grant could hear me or if we've got him, but he is down there.
He's okay. Yeah. We're getting the sign. He is not ready for us yet. He's probably dancing himself. You know, he's had a little too much fun, enjoying meeting everybody. Oh, we have some little dancers down there too. They look like they were young. Maybe it was the perspective. I thought I saw some little ones. I thought I saw little.
No,
bitties.
I agree with you. Megan, you know, I'm looking at this rundown, and there's some that's out of order, but I'm waiting for the crew of partying long and hard. I've got to see those guys.
That's a good one.
If you're going to party, right?
Right.
I think it was just our perspective.
It was the perspective, yeah. I was mistaken. My apologies. This float a moment ago had some flashing lights on it. Let's see if we can read the front of that one.
Southernettes?
Southernettes, yes.
Southernettes outside.
There we go. From another all-female group.
Miss Iris Duran, longtime leader of that crew.
Popping that confetti. Pop, pop, pop.
Southernettes, man, that's the very heart and soul of a Mardi Gras crew.
Now, is that Grant I saw on the float? Was that him?
I don't know.
Is he on a float?
He may be on a float. Let's go to Grant and see where he is now.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the revelry down here on Lemieux Street just outside of City Hall. We're having a lot of fun tonight, of course. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. What is your name?
Monica.
Monica, how much fun are you having tonight?
So much fun. It's my first Mardi Gras parade.
It is your first Mardi Gras parade. What? Where are you from?
I'm from Roanoke, Alabama.
So what is Mardi Gras like for you? I mean, what is this experience?
So in my town, it doesn't exist, but for here, oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
What's your favorite part about the parade so far?
I think the bees, honestly, like they get so creative.
And you can really collect a lot. I mean, different colors and everything.
Yes.
Have you gotten a chance to meet a whole bunch of cool people and everything?
Oh yes, I actually met the mayor.
Fofo is amazing and hilarious. You were in for a treat.
Yes, he was. He's amazing.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy the rest of your Mardi Gras. We hope you have a blast.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And we are going to make our way down, guys, over here. How we doing tonight? How much fun are you having?
A lot.
Yeah? Catching any good beads?
I put them all in my bag.
Are you from here? So you're used to this. I mean, this is good fun for you.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we hope you catch many more, too. How are you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing fine. How much fun are you having tonight?
An awesome time.
Awesome. The music is getting loud, too. We're having fun. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah. I don't even know if you can hear me now. The music is awesome. These floats are jamming out. So we're having a great time down here. I am straining my voice, just having fun. I'll send it right back to you guys, okay?
Oh, thank you, Grant. We can hear you fine.
You know,
Grant,
Grant doesn't have the luxury of the headsets like we do. So he's hearing everything and probably not hearing himself talk.
Not at all. That is definitely a feat. Hey, guess what, Rob? This is your crew.
Yes.
This is the the crew of Party Long and Hard that's rolling by right now in front of City Hall. You should be down there on that float.
Hold my beer.
Hold. Oh, man. They're from D'Iberville, of course, just down the road. Coming up behind them, it looks like, ooh, I was thinking there was like a Saints theme going on there, but it's just a fleur-de-lis. It could just be Mardi Gras.
Whatever it is, it definitely has our attention.
Well, yeah, they've got those strobe lights in the front. There's the crew of Party Long and
I'm not going to say
a
it.
fish.
I'm not going to say
it's
it.
a fish, Kenny.
There it is. Oh, like I love
Look
these
at that.
lights.
That's
they
different.
They might have a fog machine too. I think I saw a little fog going on. Oh, that is too cool.
Wow.
I love that. They got the great music for like those lasers.
And take a look at the design on the side. I don't think our viewers can see that from home, but when you look at that in person.
City of Discovery. Yeah, that is great.
Oh, that is
I don't
nice.
think I've ever seen one strobe like that with the smoke.
That's
that's
fantastic.
A first. That's a first.
Well, that's what's so great is every year, like you said, that even the floats that come back that aren't part of those floats from Louisiana,
right.
they reinvent themselves every year. They try to find ways to make it new and exciting.
Hey, let's entertain.
Yeah.
Let's have fun. And you see it. You can be as creative as you want to.
Oh, what's the saying? Laissez les bon temps rouler?
That's what he was saying.
We are ready to let those good times roll. They're rolling for sure. We have another group that is walking by right now. And coming up right behind them, another float. Doesn't have the strobe lights, but they definitely have the purple and green lights under there.
According to my psychic powers, I believe this is La Belle Femme.
You're good.
Did I say that right?
La Belle Femme, yes.
Wow, okay.
Another one of our popular lady crews.
Yeah, I was actually very honored. They asked me to MC their ball, and it was fabulous. They have a lot of dancing groups that come in and dance to entertain, and they're very good. It was great.
Oh.
La Belle Femme, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I definitely believe the ladies have found us.
Oh, look, y'all are getting me waving over there. Why do y'all always like to see me trying to catch something? I can't help myself. Oh, man. Yeah, La Belle Femme, they were doing some, well, actually, I thought they were going to reach us because they were doing some pretty good throws.
There's something about those throws and us being up here on the second floor.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gravity or if they're just not trying hard enough.
Well, and also when they have those the rooftops on those
it's
floats,
hard to get that
sometimes it's
angle.
hard to get the angle up. You hit the roof and it goes
Yeah.
straight back down. Now here we have some Mardi Gras shirts. And little ones, look, they're going to be so worn out after this, but oh, how much fun.
Yeah, Mom and Dad are kind of excited about that.
Look
Get them
how many
tuckered out
beads.
now.
Look, notice how many beads these people have around their necks.
Right.
I mean, this is incredible.
Hey, we're sparing no beads this Mardi Gras. We probably had beads from last year and then bought some this year, and now we're throwing them.
No shortage of beads, and we are happy about that. You know, it's great to see so many people having a good time on the streets, enjoying themselves, enjoying the music. He has some light-up beads. Those are special.
Kenny's caught some beads. You have stuff around your neck.
I do. What about you?
I'm still looking for. You got a football.
I sort of. That was a handoff, but yeah.
I'm waiting for a cup.
You need a cup.
Yeah, I need a cup.
You want something in your cup.
Well, I
you
mean,
need a cup. You need a cold drink.
First we crawl before we run. So let's get the cup first.
Let's get a cup.
And then we'll figure it out.
Oh, here we go. We're getting riled up again for another group that's coming to perform. Prestige. I saw a banner that said Prestige. Let's see. Prestige Dolls Dance Group out of Jackson. Here we go. We are on
57?
number 57.
Okay.
Here we go.
There they go.
They got those tassels on to accentuate. And again, it's so great to have this nice weather so the groups can really perform at their best.
Not have to worry about the heat or cold. They can focus on the task at hand.
Yes. Another great shot looking down south on Lemuse, downtown Biloxi. It's a great time, you know, you'll see people turn around and maybe unload a few of their beads and stuff them in the bags. I've even seen people with nets and baskets and boxes. So they come well prepared.
Yeah, and they're going home with quite a bounty as well.
No shortage of beads in downtown Biloxi. Crew of Neptune came prepared and stocked, ready for Mardi Gras 2022. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is back, and it is back big time. News 25 is here live. We are enjoying bringing our coverage to you, and we are going to be right back with more of the fun from Crew of Neptune. Stay with us. Welcome back to our live coverage. We are coming to you from Biloxi City Hall. Crew of Neptune. It is going strong. We got quite the crowd here gathered in downtown Biloxi. You know, they were guesstimating about 80,000 people, but I mean, this crowd is fantastic, and they are not going home disappointed, Kenny. This has been quite a treat so far. We're not done.
If you go home disappointed tonight, man, I don't know what. You better not eat red beans on Monday. That's all that I have to say.
Crew of LaRoe here. It says 50 on the side, which is Bullock's Pond and Gun outside float from Hattiesburg. Lori Bullock. I think it's remarkable that you have so many floats participate.
Yeah. Well, it's a parade. You can't deny that. It is a parade.
Oh, no, sir. This is about as good as it gets. You know, if you think the rolling, goodness gracious, it's 7:21. This parade started nearly 2 hours ago, Kenny.
Yes.
So they've been patiently waiting at the back of the parade line to get to this point.
I don't think anybody's leaving either.
No.
I don't think they want to leave.
No, not
They
at
want
all.
more. Give me more, give me more, you know?
You know, just looking down Lemuse, that south view right now, you can see the line is just coming. It's coming.
Then again, like Kenny said, no one's really in a rush to get anywhere right now.
No.
Look, do they look like they want to go home?
No. I think they're saying exactly what you predicted. Give me more. Give me more. And, you know, those beads get pretty heavy after a while. I don't think they're complaining, though. Some sweet faces there, enjoying their Saturday night with the Crew of Neptune.
You know, Megan, if these crews were named after the music they played, we definitely know who this was.
Well, this, I saw a 54. That would be the Crew of Legacy from Past Christian. And I was asking earlier, I noticed it says Outside Float of the Year, Kenny. So they've probably been recognized.
Absolutely.
For their creativity here. You know, a lot of these crews too, they'll parade in multiple parades, like you said. But it's great to have the crew of Legacy from Pass Christian with the crew of Neptune tonight. I like the piano there on the side with the little Cajun theme.
And coming up now, Megan, is the crew of Just One More.
Hey, I like it.
I like that as well. Just one more.
I'm here for that.
I've said that before.
Especially during Mardi Gras, right?
Yep.
The crew of Just One More is from Biloxi, Mississippi, and their director is Wayne Lyons.
Enjoying the music again. Blaring from these floats. It just wouldn't be Mardi Gras without it.
You know, Megan, one of the nice things when we're on our screen up here as we're watching, every time we show something down there, I'm looking at a neighbor, I'm looking at a friend down the street. You know, every time they pan somewhere, I'm seeing someone friendly.
This is the crew of Toronto we're seeing now from Biloxi with Anthony Toronto.
Everybody knows Toronto.
Toronto's, of course. Don't you know they had some good crawfish boils?
Go boys, they got it all.
They've got it all. They probably had a set for all of their leading up to tonight, you know, all the parades, all the get-togethers.
They even got some good fish plates, Rob. They got some good fish plates in Toronto.
They're right around the corner from me. We partake quite a bit.
Okay, this is Crew of Good Times from Gulfport. It's neat. That almost looks like it's decorated like a balcony on top. No one's up there, but it's a nice little design. And
yeah, the picket fence like fleur-de-lis all the way around. That's clever.
And also coming up right now, this is the crew of, keep in mind, folks, we're working right now. This is the crew of Sodally Tober, outside float.
I like this, Sodally Tober.
Obviously, nobody was Sodally Tober when they came up with that name.
Sodally Tober joins us from Waveland. Aaron Warden is the owner. I wonder who's captain of this next one here. Glaucus, 62, Glaucus. Order of Glaucus?
Yep.
From Ocean Springs, okay.
Not familiar, first time I've seen them. So I'm not familiar with this one, but I love their float, love their costumes, parade costumes, the umbrella going.
You know, and your first timers, I guess that's why it just keeps getting longer and longer every year. They just want to, everybody wants to be a part of it. I like that hat he was sporting there. That was fun. By the way, I don't know if it's their aim, but we've had a few more things reach up here. There was a football at one point, but unfortunately it bounced right back over the balcony.
He was Sodally Tober.
He was Sodally Tober. That's right, Kenny. I believe this one is Mardi Gras Madness from Perkinston. And they are having a blast. You know, it's sort of like prime real estate when you get on these floats. Everybody wants a spot, and you can tell that they are very well attended. I think everybody's just happy to be here.
Man, everybody is dying to get on these floats to throw. And you just see the crowd cheering, and it kind of gets your blood flowing. I've been there. I've done it for several years, and it's nothing like it. You want to please everybody and give everybody at least a beat or two.
Yeah. Kevin, Megan, Kenny, Megan, wonderful night out here.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras 2022. It's back.
It feels good.
We're having a great time. Stick around, South Mississippi. We're going to be back with more in just a few minutes.
Welcome back, South Mississippi. happy to our live coverage of the crew of Neptune from downtown Biloxi. I'm Megan Gray along with Rob Knight and Biloxi City Councilman Kenny Glavin. We have had an absolute blast. We are absolutely thrilled to be here, but guess what? We're actually near the end of the parade.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Not for me. I'm gonna make a beeline to the other side so I can get some more of it. But I'll tell you what, thank y'all for inviting me tonight. I've really enjoyed y'all.
It has been an absolute pleasure to have you here, especially as a past king of Neptune, and you're on the board, you're one of the directors, so you know all of the goings-on that gets us to this night. We're so happy that we were able to have the crew of Neptune back this year. Mardi Gras has returned in a big way.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Perfect weather, great audience out here. The viewers, not to mention the floats. It's just been a total blast.
It has. So thank you to you and all of your crews for putting on a spectacular night on this Saturday before Mardi Gras.
All right, it doesn't end. This just kicks it off. We got more to do. Let's do it.
Yeah, the after party for crew of Neptune.
Neptunala.
Neptunala.
We got our Grand Marshal that'll be performing all night long.
Thomas Mack, of course. And of course, with the Biloxi Fire Department, that sort of signals the end of the road here just for the parade. But as Kenny said, there are plenty of people on the other side of this route who are still going strong. And what a show it has been. I mean, we had dozens of marching bands. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. There were too many to count. And so many beautiful floats. But this has been just an absolute wonderful time. We are so happy that Mardi Gras is back in South Mississippi.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to continue it. I know for the first, I'm going to follow my nose and see where that fish was coming from, Kenny. There's some grilled red or something going on down there.
Smells like Coubion.
Coubion. Plenty of goodies. That's what Mardi Gras is all about, of course. Follows the Lenten season, and we are going into Ash Wednesday. So, you know, this is the time to live it up. We've got a busy weekend, but this Saturday night parade, you know, we've talked about the atmosphere, but you just cannot get any better than this.
Yeah.
The Saturday before Mardi Gras crew of Neptune. Kenny, you guys have done a fantastic job. Hats off to you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Kenny. And of course, if our viewers weren't here, at least they were able to see it at home and
Absolutely.
enjoy it.
Thank you so much for joining us. We wish everybody a happy and safe Mardi Gras. And we have absolutely loved bringing it to you live. News 25 is having a blast with the crew of Neptune. Happy Mardi Gras.
This has been the 2022 Crew of Neptune Parade on WXXV.